looking at the monitor because I look so good. Ew. Oh my god, so good. I look so good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys so much. I have been getting ton of asking questions of how I do my makeup, how I get like this all day, how I do this. Every time I post a picture, everybody's DMing me. So I figured, hey, why not? I got a camera. I'm back in this thing. Okay. I'm just kind of like trying to get back into it. I was just too busy trying to put content out on Instagram, but I forgot about my YouTube family. I missed you guys so much. This video is long overdue, I know. But please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. Please subscribe to my channel. I need the followers. I want the followers. I want to interact with you guys so much. I love teaching this. I love doing this. So let's get started. Hey guys, so I know I have been gone and I miss you guys so much, and today I am going to show you guys how I get my full, sorry about my squeaky chair. I want to show you guys how I'm getting my full coverage beat, because I mean, people have been asking, what are you doing to your face? Like, what is the process, sis? So I mean, I know it's summertime, but hey, really don't care. This is what works for me. I already have exfoliated my skin, cleansed my skin. I use the Cetaphil and I moisturize. It's so important for you to moisturize your skin. I don't care if you're oily or not. Get you a good moisturizer and moisturize your skin, because it is very important to moisturize your skin no matter what, period. Okay, so I have already I moisturized my skin. I mean, I exfoliated. I use the daily cleanser. I use the Cetaphil cleanser. I toned my face with some witch hazel toner, and I just moisturized my face. I already have like I said, I already have prepped my skin for my makeup, because I don't know, I just feel like I used to didn't think it was important to hydrate and moisturize your skin, but it is very important to moisturize and prime your skin and get you. It's like just think of it as like a painting. You have to have a clean canvas for you to just even have a beautiful finish. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna prime my skin, and I'm gonna use the Tasha Silk canvas. So what's been up? Like, I missed y'all. Like, I have missed y'all. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. Because I will be back. I will be back. Okay. So it's very important. Sometimes I just pat it in, you know, because you don't kind of want to disturb it. So I just pat that in. Okay, and for foundation, I kind of just been I kind of like mix and match to where I feel like it's right for me. So I have been using the Fenty. I just love Fenty foundations. I love all Fenty products. So and I am in a shade 440, and I just kind of just get it on, just put it on like so. I hope I'm not running out. And I'm gonna take my Sephora, what is this? The slanted building brush. It's pretty good. It's just on like a slanted angle. So I'm going to use my slanted brush. And as I'm applying my foundation, I'm going to like press and blend out, because you don't want to go in circular motions, because you'll disturb that primer that you have already put on your face. So you're just going to press and blend. Okay? You're going to press. And when I'm doing my foundation, I'm always getting something that's matching the rest of my body. As you can see, like my neck area is pretty dark because it's exposed to sun a lot. So what I like to do is get a foundation that'll match my whole body, like the whole bottom half of my body. If it kind of if I get some more light in here, you can kind of see. Okay, like okay. So I'm getting something that matches my, let's see if you can see. I'm gonna turn this way. It matches my body. Like I was taught, one of the people that I watch, they told me this is your foundation shade and this is your highlight shade, like this part of your arm. But I kind of just match it. Like if you're getting a foundation that's like Like, let's see if I can show you. Okay, so this is 440 foundation in Fenty, right? So let me just put a little swig. Okay, and so you go like slide on your chest and you kind of can see. And this is 430. This is like usually my summer, my winter shade when I'm just a little lighter. So you can't really tell a difference, but one has a more tanner look. So usually you just want to match your chest. You want to go into your chest area. Like say for instance, let me show you another example. Okay, this is the Juvia's Place foundation, Love. Okay, so if this is the shade 300, so see, you kind of go what matches your chest, if it makes sense. Okay, so let me continue to blend out my foundation. And as I'm saying, you want to get a foundation that just kind of matches the rest of your body. Okay, my foundation is now blended out. Every time that I do my foundation, I do like to bring it down my neck. Okay, you bring it down your neck because sometimes like sometimes like if you're doing your foundation and you don't want it to be like it look like you have a mask on, so you always want to blend it down to your neck. And you always get, me personally, I always get my ears and I have no extra product on the brush, no product. So next what I like to do is I go in with my beauty blender. It is wet, but I don't like that wet because mine's tend to kind of like smudge and you can see it. So mine's kind of be like semi-dry. And I like to go in with 230. Let's see. I go in with like a tad 230, okay? Like that much, right? That much. And I'm gonna take the bottom of my beauty blender and I'm just gonna go where I just want extra coverage. Like this is usually where I have the most pores. My skin isn't bad, but I have the most pores in this area right here. So I just kind of just go over and just make sure I am like fully blended, okay? Make sure you are subscribed, honey, because I like Mr. YouTube world and like this. I love doing this. I love teaching others and like it's free. Like who wants to pay $300 for a class? Not me. I know I wouldn't. I've been on YouTube. I was self-taught YouTube. As you can see, just nice layer. One shade like matches, you know. So okay, now that I have my foundation on, it is now for me to highlight my face. And when you're highlighting, you're bringing basically like the center of your face up. My face is round, so I kind of like tend to not really contour. I like to kind of bring my face out. So when I highlight, I'm going to use Toasted Almond 20G by Huda Beauty. I love this foundation. It is so good and it's so beautiful and it just makes you just look. I just started using it, so I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand and I'm gonna take the pointy side of my beauty blender and I'm gonna take a tad bit and just kind of, I do a little at a time and just kind of build it as I go, because you don't want to have so much to where it's just like too much. Is really nothing you could do with it. So what I like to do is I like to go and kind of place it there. Okay, it's always good to start small so where you can build it up, if it makes sense. Okay, so now that I have, let me just get this even. Usually it depends on what concealer I am using. I use all concealers. It doesn't matter to me. Well, I just have my preference each day, whatever. I have so much, it's so hard for me to choose. So what am I going to do is, usually like if I did have any other concealer on, I will let it sit and just kind of let it get like kind of drying and tacky. So now what I like to do, I'm trying to make sure all of the extra product is off my brush. See all of that extra concealer? I make sure that it's off my brush, okay? So now I'm gonna have to get a mirror. I don't want to put the mirror in front of your face. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to go in and I'm doing pouncing motions, okay? pouncing motions. Okay, so let me tell y'all this. I usually, when I have concealer on, I usually bring it all the way down here, like to this area, and drag it out. But by my face being round, I kind of stop. I've been kind of just trying things, and I stop here, stop like where my socket is. So I stop here. Okay, if you have a more rounder face, you don't want to elongate it and bring it all the way out. You kind of just want to keep it to where, you know, it's just kind of just opening certain features. So I'm just kind of just making sure, when you have a round face, you kind of don't want to elongate it. Okay, you don't want to bring it all the way out here, because then it'll just, I don't know, I think it makes my face look a little fatter. So as I'm underneath my eyes, I like to push it to stop any creasing. Okay, so I'm stopping here. Okay, like holy shit, that concealer is so good. I don't know if you really could see, that concealer is so good, but as you can see, like you can see, it's just like a normal highlight. So next, what I like to do, so what I will do is I will go in with the back of it where I originally put that foundation on, and I will just go and blend out the sides, making sure I don't have any harsh lines. Like you see how they have this harsh line, I will go in with either my brush or my beauty blender to get that away. Okay, do you see? Okay, I have been doing this recently, okay, and I love it, live for it. I get compliments. It makes me look like this all day. My foundation and all of this that I do, my foundation do not move. It stays like this all day. Okay, so next is I like to go into my MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, the compact NC42, and I like to yeah, I never really use this. I don't know if you guys watch Savannah, and Savannah here on YouTube, she does this a lot, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that. So it's literally the same color as my concealer, if you can tell. It's literally the same color as my concealer. Okay, and I like to take my Laura Mercier, it's kind of really dirty. I take this and I will go in, just and I will go in and I will set. Okay, I'm just gonna go in and set this. Okay, anytime you have on anything, I am oily, but anytime you have anything liquid on your face, it is very important for you to go back and set it, because if you don't, it will tend to slide off your face. So make sure that everything that you have oily on your face, you go back in and set. Okay, so I'm just going in and pressing it, and I'm pressing it in. Okay, no creasing, look up. Okay, as you can see, it's just like a very subtle, it's just setting that concealer. It's not adding any extra vibrance on my face, like any flashback or anything. So I'm just making sure it's all set, and also you're making sure it's even. Okay, as you can see that my foundation is set, and it's not like too bright, it's just like a subtle highlight. So I'm going down everywhere that I put that concealer, I am just going back in and just setting that concealer. Okay, next is I'll take my Real Technique oh, it's so, my brushes is so dirty. Okay, so next I'm gonna take my contour brush, and I'm gonna just go in and just kind of just sweep that off. Okay, you just see that with a sponge I couldn't really do what I wanted to do with the sponge. I'm just gonna go in with my brush and just I'm just gonna keep going. That's the devil. I'm still going in with my brush, and I'm just kind of blending this out. Okay, blending all of those harsh lines out. Okay, so now that I have that set, and this is what I have been kind of setting and then going back in and bake. Okay, so next what I like to do is go into my Fenty and Honey. I'm in this shade Honey. Can you focus? I mean Honey. And anybody, if you ever use Fenty, like, it's just so thin. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like it just makes you feel like really good. Like, not really, I mean, not feel good too, because after you look good, you feel good. So I mean, it's very little, like very, let's see if I can get this to focus. You probably can't see because of the color, but it's very little. So what I like to do is take my beauty blender and take that same pointy end, okay, blow any extra off. You don't want any extra. And I like to go in and just kind of make sure I'm just extra set, okay? But this powder has a little more yellow golden undertone to it, so as I do that, it kind of brings more like a more highlighted look back into it. It doesn't make, I don't know, I just feel like it just gives love to it, you know? So I'm just doing that to all of the areas really where I feel like it is needed, which is everywhere that I concealed, and I'm just pressing that in, like, and anytime that you are putting concealer, you're making sure you look up so it won't crease, okay? So I'm just kind of, so next is, what is it? Take my Fenty bronzer, and I am in the shade Mocha Mani. This is my holy grail. I love this. Okay? So what I like to do is so pretty. You know, it's very hard to find a bronzer for our chocolate girls. Not even chocolate, because I'm not even chocolate, but our brown skin girls. So I'm going to take, oh, my hands are so ashy and dark. So what I like to do is I like to take my Morphe brush. This is one of the collection brushes, and I'm going to like tap. I mean, very lightly tap. And I'm just going to kind of just go in. Okay? Just kind of go in. And what the this is basically by bronzing. I don't really too much contour my face. I just kind of bronze it to get the my face is kind of chiseled already, so I don't need any more chiseling. So I just go back in to bring kind of like, after all of that highlighting and everything, it's just basically bringing the warmth back into your face. Okay? So I'm just kind of just going in very lightly, very, very, very lightly. It's always good, so you don't go in too heavy, because you always can go back in and add more. So I'm just kind of just making sure. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of brought more definition back into my face. Okay, so what I like to do next is take my D-Slick Urban All Nighter. Which one is this? Oil Control, and I just spray this, couple of pumps, and let that kind of sit. Now that my kind of get that is now kind of set, I like to go back in and just kind of make sure everything is really blended. Okay. And then I like to go back in with my bronzer and just kind of make sure, you know, my bronze. Okay, usually the next step that I will do is I will put my lashes on. So I'm going to do my lashes off camera, and then I'm going to on. These lashes are from her name is a girl. It's Pretty with a Purpose. She sent me some lashes. Pretty with the Purpose. Can you focus? Pretty with the Purpose. I really can't remember the name of these. I can't remember. I can't remember. Is it Ocean or something like that. But if you go on her website, you kind of can tell which ones. It's just the whip speed with big ones. I don't even wear big lashes. This is like kind of my go-to now because I'm bald and I just want to be like but so beautiful, 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 beautiful lashes for a reasonable price. So now that we have our lashes on, I kind of put some mascara on and some eyeliner on. So now what I like to do is I like to just go back in with my bronzer and just kind of bronze up my skin a little more. Just give me some more bronzer to bronze up my skin. Okay. Okay, so next, this is what I do. I have been doing this and I love it. I'm going to take another Fenty setting powder and nutmeg, and I'm going to take my sponge. I get this from like a local beauty supply store, and I'm going to put just a little bit on the lid, okay? And I'm probably not even going to use all of this. And I like to take the sponge, it has the little thing back here, and I like to put just some on here and just kind of set, because it is the same color as my skin tone, so I kind of like to just set that, because Fenty powder tends to it kind of just keep you matte all day. So I'm just kind of just going in and just setting this, okay? And I still have some in here. I'm not even going to use all of this, okay? Set that. Set everywhere. I do a lot of steps. It's levels to being snatched. You know, it's levels to being snatched. You want to be snatched. Okay, so next what I like to do is I'm going to take, make sure it's clean. You know, your makeup be so dirty. I'm going to take my NARS blush in Seduction, and I never used to use blush. Very pretty, vibrant blush. I'm going to take this blush. And I can't even remember what this brush is from, but it's good from blush. And I'm just gonna take a tad bit and blow it off and just kind of blush. It's because it's important for you to blush just as much as it is for you to highlight and contour. So I'm just gonna blush. Okay, give me some blush. Okay, that's it. And then I'm gonna take one of my Real Techniques brushes. I've been having this thing for a long time and it's so good. That's why I just never. And I'm just gonna kind of blend everything together lightly. I'm not gonna do it too harsh, just very lightly. Okay. See, just so pretty. Wow, snatched. Okay. So next is what I like to do. This is optional. You don't have to do it, but clean it off. I like to take my Studio Fix Fluid again, and this is in the shade NW55. It's like the pressed powder, and my Sephora Flawless Light Powder. So good, so good. Love. Big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take a tad bit, and I'm just gonna just set it. As you can see my highlight. But it's just not like overbearing, just a nice highlight, and it's just drastic, like just it all comes together. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that, it's not kind of like that stuff that just kind of makes you look a little, just, you know, you like, ooh, her highlight and contour. It just kind of melts together. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna kindly get, you just have to make sure, even though it doesn't sound right, you have to blend everything together to make it look better, if it makes sense. Okay, so I'm just blending all of that. Okay, whoo, child, I look good. And pose. Okay, all right. Okay, so next it's time for me to highlight. So where's my highlighting brush? So I use the crayon case Angola highlight, but I don't have, the lid is in my room and I left it in there and I don't want to go run and get it. So beautiful highlight. Oh my god, beautiful. And this is gonna last me for like I've been having it for like I think since December, so this would be another year. Well, no, it's about to be another year. Okay, so I like to take it on my fan brush, and I'm just gonna lightly I mean, a little goes a long way, okay? And that, like, okay, I'm just gonna, okay, just, let me just get this. I don't like for my highlight to be like, see how you can kind of see it's patchy? I don't like that, but I'm gonna go back in and fix that because I'm not working off the lid. Just kind of letting that, okay? See, as you can see, whew. Then I'm just gonna sweep some on the bridge of my nose. Let's see, it's helping me to bridge of my nose, just slightly. Okay. So, like I said, where is it? I'm gonna take my brush, my Sephora brush, and I'm gonna just kind of just, cause I don't like to see. I really don't like to see like all of that highlight, how it is sitting here. I don't like being able to see that highlight. So I just kind of just go in and just kind of just make sure. I don't like it to look like it's chunky. I like for it to look like it's melted into the skin, and it makes sense, okay? So I'm just going in and I'm just going to kind of just lightly just dust that. Next for my lips. Everybody have been asking me about my lips, what I do with my lips and how do I get this lipstick. Girl, y'all about to be shook. Okay, well, we just gonna have to make it do what it do instead, okay? We have to make it do what it do. So first I'm gonna take a liner, and this is the Maybelline Define Align liner. Love these liners. They're so creamy, so good. And I'm gonna take it the shade brown, and I'm just gonna line my, very lightly line my lips. Okay. Okay, it's very light, very sultry. And I'm gonna take Intense Butter Gloss by NYX, and this is in the shade, what is it? It's not even it's just, oh, I'm looking at the bottom. This is Peanut Brittle, and I'm gonna take a tad bit and just give me a little bit of nude, okay, as you can see. And then I'm gonna take some lip oil from Ruby Kisses. This is from like my local store, so good. And I'm gonna put that on top, okay. Rub all of it together. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys, usually I would go back in and just spray my face one more time, but I feel like I'm not going out. I'm just recording for you guys. So I don't have to do that. So that is the finished look, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the support that you have given me. If you're not already, follow me on all social media. My Instagram is @thebaldheadgirl, and my Snapchat is Marshawn Wise, and Instagram, well, my Instagram is @thebaldheadgirl. That's pretty much it. And YouTube, subscribe, comment. I love you guys. I want to just build and grow, and I want you guys to see me grow. And I'm really excited to be back. I love you guys so much. If you want to see any other videos, anything that you want to see, if you want to see vlogs, leave them in the description box. The subscription in the comment box below. Leave comments, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell all y'all friends. If you got any other questions, come follow me on Instagram. I'll talk back to everybody, okay? I talk back to everybody. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'm looking at the monitor because I look so good. Ew. Oh my god, so good. I look so fucking good. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much. Bye.